Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Simulation Soccer League. I am your host today, Laser. Today we will be doing a Division 1 Matchday 9. Last week was the beginning of the second half of the season for the top division. So this match day will be diving into the second match of the second round of games. We've got some solid games lined up for you today. Looks like we're going to be starting with Athênai and Hollywood. Both teams coming off of victories in their previous matches. Hollywood with second in the table currently, although only off of goal difference. Gerard puts in a corner that's headed out. Hollywood sitting on 19 points and a plus 11 goal difference, which puts them just behind Tokyo, who are currently leading the league on a plus 15 goal difference and 19 points. Athênai currently sitting in fifth, ahead of Sao Paulo on goal differential. They have 10 points. Hollywood actually made some moves very recently. They traded for Nagatoro Maradona, as you see up there. And as a part of that trade, it was, here's Tiki Taka with an opportunity. Taka shoots and Anderson makes a save. Two of the best goalkeepers in the division facing off here today. Corner headed out. And that'll roll out for a throw. Looks like for Athênai, we have a 4-3-3. And for Hollywood, we have, I believe that was a 4-3-2-1. Could be mistaken on that. Hollywood still attacking. Lind heads out that cross. Valor to Kwai to Possible. Back to Kwai. Jaeger with the steal. And 44 now. Back to Fisher. To Joker. Joker with a cross intended for Labovic. Off of the post. Heretic jumped to make the save and it bounced off of the post. That will be denied. Excuse me, hiccup, sir. Not fun. Labovic with another header. Heretic makes the save. Couple of good attacks there from Athênai. The second I said that Hollywood had been dominating. 44, that was a good through ball for him, but Costanza gets in the way, but the Heretic dives to block it anyway. And that was a 4-3-2-1 for Hollywood. It is off-center. It's got two defensive mids and an inverted winger. Or excuse me, two central mids and an inverted winger on that left side. Over to the line, puts in a cross. Labovic again. That's the side netting that time. As I started to say earlier, both teams with victories in their last time out. Athênai beating Sao Paulo 2-0. Hollywood beating Buenos Aires 6-1. Here's another through ball for 44, who shoots. The Heretic saves again. 44 is getting started now. 44 is the leading goal scorer for Athênai this season so far. Currently has 7 in the back of the net. For Hollywood, the leading goal scorer is Tiki Taka with 12 goals scored. And that's going to bring us to the half. Not a lot of action there in the first part of the game. XG is nearly dead even. Shots nearly dead even. Shots on target are equal. Corners are even. Really, the only difference between the two is a higher pass completion percentage from Hollywood, and that has given them 5 more percent possession. But overall, for these two squads, Athênai is a team that, as we see, no subs coming in for them. Athênai is a team that historically has been one of the stronger teams. They've always been able to make a run at pretty much any moment, but Hollywood has always been that dominating team. So I'm not terribly surprised to see a 0-0 draw at the half, although I am a little bit surprised to see the XG so even. Gerard with the corner. Put out. Liang Kwai driving to the line. Valor to Gerard. Gin Tonic clears 44 with it. Puts it over to Fisher. Fisher back to Joker. To Jaeger to Gin Tonic. Shoots and Jurasek blocks. It'll be a corner for Athênai. Labovic has been getting headers towards the net all game, just has had some issues getting them on target. So that was a great slide from Newport, but couldn't get anything out of it. Another good tackle from Joker. Possible turns, takes it up the opposite wing into Liang Kwai, puts in a cross for Jirasek, and that's in the back of the net. Just puts it past Anderson. I'm not sure what happened there. Possible made a good move. Joker paced him well. Put it back into Kwai, who turned and put in a cross for Jirasek, and Anderson wasn't expecting it. He was expecting it at his near post. Tried to change direction, couldn't do it in time, and that's the second goal of the season for Ivan Jirasek. I'm probably mispronouncing that, so my apologies. And Hollywood takes the 1-0 lead. Athênai looking to get it back. Trying to take a draw or potentially a win from this. That's Gin Tonic who shoots, and that is out. Hits the outside of the post or maybe the side netting. Here's Jirasek over to Valor, forward to Possible. Bounces it off of Joker. Motor recovers into Kwai. Bounces it off of Ligmanen. Now back to the opposite end. Valor to Jirasek. Kwai shoots from distance but puts it over. About 10 minutes left now, plus stoppage. And now 6 minutes. Athênai's chances have been potent when they've come up, but have always been just a little bit too little to get past either the defenses of the Heretic or that back line of Hollywood. Here's 44 with a chance, though, and the Heretic makes the save. It'll be another corner for Athênai, and I would be willing to wager it's going to Labovic. Joker puts it in. It does not. Costanza with it. Newport shoots from far away, and that is out. And now only 2 minutes left. That corner We didn't get to see. Liang Kwai shoots, bounces off the wall into the stands. That might do it. They'll let him take the corner. Very slowly. They won't let him take the corner. He took too long, and that will be the end of the match. And if I'm Athênai, I feel a little bit robbed, but not too much so. Athênai with 14 shots, 4 on target, the 1.31. Hollywood with 12 shots, 3 on target, and the 0.84, I believe it was. Just, Athênai played well. They just didn't play exceptionally. And for Hollywood, a few of their players did play exceptionally, and that is why they ended up walking out of it with that 1-0 victory. Athênai just never could get any of their chances past the back line of Hollywood's defense, and when they could, the Heretic has the quality to turn those behind. So that will be a victory for Hollywood. They will jump to 22 points, a positive 12. Athênai will remain on 10 points with a positive 3. That puts the pressure on Tokyo to win. But our next match will be Buenos Aires and Seoul. Buenos Aires sitting 4th in the table on 13 points, -2 goal differential. And Seoul is sitting in 7th in the table on 3 points with a -23 goal differential. Seoul has struggled this season after coming up from Division 2, as did their promotion partner Inter London, currently the only team below them in the table, as we see a 4-4-1-1, or perhaps a 4-5-1. I'm not quite sure what the correct term for that formation is. From Seoul, as here's Tale, bounces it off of his own man Torres, but Buenos will keep it. Vandersloot with some tricky footwork, and Tale shot, but it curved over. Seoul's leading goal scorer currently is JJ Okocha with 2 strikes in league play. Buenos Aires' leading scorer is Franco Torres, who does seem to have a penchant for his hat tricks. Torres is not only the leading scorer on Buenos Aires, but is the current Golden Boot leader. And that's a goal for Aimo Tale. Out of nowhere, a powerful shot. Looked like it just bounced off of Neuer's fingers. Vandersloot to Gaverno to Torres. Torres over to Tale, who shoots. And yeah, that Neuer tried to block it. It bounced off his hands and in. Unfortunate turn of events for Seoul. Brooks Patron. They've got Buenos still on the attack here. Seoul is running a very park the bus formation, wanting to keep possession away from the threats of their opponents as much as they're able to. Already down 1, and they might be hard-pressed to get that one back based on their play style. Jeeves puts in a cross, and that shot was blocked. It was very close. Gorkov with the corner. In and out. And it is a 4-3-1-2 for Buenos Aires, although you could probably call that a 4-3-3. Of Catarina to Tali, as we see Buenos Aires again on the attack. I don't think I got a chance to finish what I was saying earlier after the goal, as there's a shot that's sky high by Knight. But it is currently Franco Torres is the league's leading goal scorer, has a penchant for the hat tricks. I don't know exactly how many he has on the season, but it's at least 3, if I'm not mistaken. And his total number of goals so far in 8 full match days is 16. So Franco Torres averaging 2 goals per game, which is wild. This here's Tali with a free from just outside and bounces off the wall for a goal kick, or excuse me, for a corner. Torres's fellow Cairo City transplant asked G's putting in the corners today, and that's a wonderful shot from Tali, but Neuer gets across to block it, and it'll be another corner for Jeeves. Ryan tried to get his head to it, but couldn't, and Vandersloot will track it down. Jeeves forward to Governo off the throw. Bucks Patron will play it back to Guevara. Back to Katarina, over to Knight. Knight attempts a through ball to Governo, but Doug gets his head to it first. Tali attempts a through ball to Gorkov, but Mertz gets his head to it. Guevara now coming back in. Jeeves on the wing. Up towards the line, puts in a cross, kicked out by Mertz. Great read there. But Buenos Aires will recover the clearance a third time, and can they do something with this iteration? Jeeves to the line, puts in a cross. It is blocked. Torres will attempt to retain possession, but it will roll out of bounds. 4 attempts, nothing doing there for Buenos Aires. Baraka Aloisi is behind Buenos Aires' line of defense, passes back to a coach, but Tali intercepts, and that was Seoul's first attacking look of the game. It has come to nothing. And now Buenos Aires back to what they've been doing all game, just picking at that Seoul defense, waiting for an opportunity. Another cross from Jeeves is no good, as it is headed out. Guevara of Katarina to Knight to Vandersloot. Drives up the wing towards the line. Pass back to Tali. Doug blocks. Back to Vandersloot. Attempted to get a fancy cross in, but man able to block it, and that will be the half. 1-0. Buenos Aires is the scoreline. Seoul is not accomplishing their what I believe is their directive so far today, is at keeping possession currently with only 47%. And Seoul also does not have a single corner, does not have a single shot, and through that, no shots on target. No substitutions again. Whereas Buenos Aires has 14 shots. I think it was 8 on target, and they are over 1.5 goal difference. Or excuse me, not goal difference, XG. Largely thanks to Jeeves' crosses, as he's going to get another one here, puts it in. Holmberg boots it to Ryan to Aloisi. Jeeves takes it right back twice. That's 2 interceptions in a row for Jeeves. Gorkov shoots a curling shot, but it was high. Hoofed long. Guevara will end up with it. Into the box. Doesn't get anything out of it. Holmberg into Ryan. Kennedy over to Mann. Mann will send it back to Neuer. Puts it out to Tenderloin. They'll play a 1-2. Give it over to Doug. Torres was hunting for that. Attempted through ball by Paul for a coach that didn't get there. Here's Torres with a shot, and that's another goal off of the fingertips of Manuel Neuer. That's 2 on the match. The first for Tali, this one for Torres, and Torres has raised his goal total to 17 in the league. Gorkov to Tali just taps it forward to Torres, and it's off of Neuer's arm. It looks like that is 2 that have gone in off of him on the day. That is truly unlucky. Seoul doing some short, simple passing. Waiting for something to open up, it looks like. Doug, Mann, and Paul are all in the circle of passing here. And now Talia makes the takeaway. Vandersloot takes it up the far side wing to the line. Man slide tackles. Vandersloot gets it back. Tali to the line, cross in. Neuer. And that's Torres again. 18 goals. And he has kept his 2-goal per game. He's going to be hunting for another hat trick. Vandersloot took it up the far wing. Passed it over to Tali. Tali took it to the line. Neuer blocked it directly into Torres' head, and he could not recover his composure in time. Tali and Torres have been the offense in this game for Buenos Aires. Tali with 2 assists in the goal. Torres with 1 assist on the 2 goals. Now Gorkov to Jeeves to Tali, and that's just outside. I thought that had a chance to make it 2 goals each for Tali and Torres, but it was not to be. This time, at least. There is still time left. Jeeves with another cross to put in. Torres has to go chase it down. Into Knight. Back to Brooks Patron, who just hoofs it off of Aloisi. And that is that. Seoul playing some triangle passing. That's a splitting ball to nobody in particular. Of Katarina to Tali to Vandersloot to Torres. That was a clean bit of passing, but Torres had his shot blocked by Tenderloin. And now a corner. Gorkov to put it in. Intended for Gaverno, but Vandersloot will chase down the headed clearance. Passes back to Gorkov, who is onside despite just taking a corner. I thought that may have been a penalty, but no. Knight to Tali. And that's a penalty. It's going to be Torres for his hat trick, and he gets it. Neuer completely frozen. And Franco Torres, 19 goals on the campaign. Incredible performance, not just on the day, but on the season for Franco Torres. Is proving well worth what Buenos Aires paid to bring his services over from Egypt. Of Katarina now, looking to make a run. Pass into Vandersloot to Gorkov, who shoots from distance, and that's a goal. And what a goal it is. Of Katarina over to Vandersloot, who put it to Gorkov, stopped it, and just took a curling shot into the top corner from distance. That was a beautiful shot from Gorkov. Gunnar Kennedy picks up a yellow in the 89th. And with only about 30 seconds left in the match, Buenos probably just content to let the clock run out. They really don't need to add any more insult to injury at this point. Knight to Gaverno to Mertz. Tenderloin heads it out. That's a throw for Buenos. Whistle could be blown at any moment now. Knight back to Brooks Patron over to Guevara. Jeeves and Torres playing a 1-2. Geez, the cross tenderloin clears, that's got to be it. There it is. And that is the match for Seoul. It is a merciful end to the day. For Buenos Aires, it is a incredible performance. Over 4 on the XG chart, 4.19. Seoul unable to take a shot. Didn't even have a corner, I don't believe. And that will mean that Buenos will jump into, temporarily at least, a third on the table. They will also jump back to a positive goal difference. Seoul will drop to a negative 28 goal difference. They will stay on 3 points. Buenos Aires will need a Catalunya loss here if they want to remain in third. Catalunya currently sitting on 15 points, positive 7. Last time out, they beat Inter London 2-0. And fortunately for Buenos Aires, unfortunately for Catalunya, they are playing the league leaders Tokyo. Coming into the match day, we're tied with Hollywood in terms of points, but had a positive 4 on top of the back-to-back champions. Tokyo will want to increase their lead in terms of goal difference. Only 1 picked up by Hollywood in their match. Rise heads back to Rashford, over to Soderberg, to Vins, who heads it out. And Rashford from distance, that was very close. Catalunya clears long. Visser will recover. To Versetti. To Soderberg. To Rupp. To Nessie. They've completely switched flanks now. Caleb Hayden. Back to Nessie. Puts it across for Sky Rise, and that's directly at Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson is able to hold on to it. Tokyo with the ball. Headed back to Gunnarsson off of a clearance. It'll be Vins up the far side now. Forward to Sherwood. Nothing comes out of that. Leading scorers for both squads here have 9 goals apiece. Not a peach. Nobody has a peach as far as I'm aware. Oh, wow, great recovery from Gunnarsson to block that shot from Hayden on a runaway attempt. And that corner is headed out. Catalunya on the attack. It's a shot from Rising that's over. Yeah, as I was saying, each team's goal-scoring leader with 9 on the season. It is Sky Rise with 9 for Tokyo, as Tokyo is in the box, and they are playing with fire. They do get the clearance to reset at least. Nessie will bring it up the near wing. Back to Goat. To Soderberg. Sherwood heads. And that is the leader for Catalunya with the ball, or at least temporarily. It was Dogwood Maple. Catalunya are playing out of the back, waiting for an opportunity to open up. There's Maple, gets past him, has a run. Maple with a shot, and Maple has scored, has just beaten Dobby Rube. That's his 10th on the season, and that is a huge goal for Catalunya. Play out of the back and wait for something to open up. They did. Versetti just got absolutely confused. Rube with a good read. Maple put it just outside his reach, just inside the line to hit the net. And it will be a 1-0 lead for Catalunya inside of 10 minutes. Massive goal for the Catalans. Now they will want to protect that goal with everything they have. Here's Sherwood. Great interception on a pass intended for Rashford. Rising, shoots, and that's Dobby Rube to make the save. It is a 4-3-3 narrow diamond from Catalunya. Four on the back line, three midfielders with one defensive, two strikers, and a central attacking mid. Tokyo through ball for Kaido. Kaido has an opportunity, and Kaido gets it in the back of the net on the assist from Nessie. That's 9 for Kaido. That ties him with Sky Rise. And it is just as quickly as it was a 1-0 game, it is back at a 1-1 draw. Nessie with a great through ball. Saw Kaido, had open space to run into, got the ball directly where it needed to go. Kaido just waited and waited and waited, and Gunnarsson eventually came out too far, poked it in right behind her. And that's a goal for Sky Rise. He's just taken the lead directly back from his teammate. And that is 10 on the season for Rise off of the set-piece corner. Nessie with the assist again. And just a clean finish. Gunnarsson thought it was going to come directly at her, but instead it was off to her left. Rise with another attempt on goal. Gunnarsson makes the save. Nessie with the corner, headed out this time. Rise put a ball forward for Nessie, but Nessie didn't see it coming, and that's going to be a turnover. Maple to Vinge, intended for Sherwood. Soderberg ends up with it. That's a through ball intended for Hayden, but Juliusson ends up with it, but Hayden steals the ball away. Gunnarsson makes a very important save. It'll be a corner. Nessie puts in and headed over. Tokyo is playing with fire. Okamoto is right there, able to eliminate that concern, at least temporarily, as the pass is over to Visser. Forward for Hayden, has a run, shoots from distance. Oh, that is ridiculous. Absolutely insane. That was a goal for Caleb Hayden from I don't even know how far out. Visser forward to Hayden. From the arc, just hoofed it high, hoped for the best. Laid it in over Gunnarsson's outstretched hands, but into the net. That was a thing of beauty, and also I think a good bit of luck from Caleb Hayden, who shoots again, and it's off of the post. Hayden nearly with his second, but not quite. Visser across, intended for Hayden, didn't get there, but Rise has it, and Rise is going to shoot far for a corner. Blocked. Nessie puts in the corner. Mike Rupp wanted that, but didn't get to it in time. And now Rashford with a curling ball is headed out. Kaido back to Rupp. Rupp over to Rashford on the corner. That is over the net from Skyrise. Catalunya tried to play out of the back, but Tokyo got to it. Great steal from Catalunya. And that's... Oh! I was about to say that is the biggest mistake you will see this match day from Alexandra Gunnarsson, to give that ball directly to Sky Rise with an open shot right in front of the net. But Sky Rise, in record time, stole that accolade away from Gunnarsson by completely whiffing that ball about 4 feet outside the far side of the net. An easy goal gone to waste there. Rise shoots again, and it's just over. That is truly unfortunate for Sky Rise, but Catalunya have caught a break, getting away without giving up a goal there. Tokyo still is attacking. That's through to Hayden. I don't know if he's onside. Yeah, he is offside. Gunnarsson was able to make the save regardless. And now Vin's to put in a corner. Catalunya wants this badly, but they're not going to get it immediately. Staines chases down the clearance. Back to Busquets, to Sherwood, to Vins on the opposite wing. Vins knocks it past Visser to the line. Visser takes possession, hoofs it clear for Sky Rise. Through ball intended for Hayden, wasn't prepared. Catalunya gets it back. Gunnarsson blasts it clear. Rising's header goes to Maple. To Yarvin, to Busquets, back to Maple, over. And Maple was offside. I thought he may have been, didn't have time to process. And only about 5 minutes left in the half for Catalunya to try and strike right before the whistle and send Tokyo into the locker room in at least a little bit of disarray compared to their current position. Visser with a voracious shot that Gunnarsson tips over the back. Missy's corner is collected by Gunnarsson. And that is the half. Well, it was certainly a half. Dogwood Maple with an excellent goal to start out with, and that has been about it that we've seen from Catalunya, other than a couple of isolated chances of 5 shots, 3 on target, under 1 XG. Whereas on the opposing side, Tokyo has had an absolutely ridiculous goal from Caleb Hayden, an absolutely ridiculous missed goal from Sky Rise, and has over 2.5 XG with at least 10 shots on target. And a 3-1 lead in the match. Catalunya's going to have to come out swinging if they want to come out of this with more than 0 points. Yeah, 18 shots, 8 on target for Tokyo. Goat has it, back to Nessie. Nessie on the far side, cross in for Kaido. That bounced off of somebody, Juliussen's head, it looks like. And the cross from Visser is headed over by Rise. Now Tokyo attacking still. They're not going to stop. Rise forward to Hayden. Gunnarsson with an excellent save off of a lethal attack. That very easily could have been in for any other keeper in the league. That's a goal for Soderberg. And that one is not Gunnarsson's fault. That one is just unfortunate for Catalunya, but is a dagger, I do believe, for Tokyo. Messi's corner headed out to Versetti, shoots. Oh, I don't even know how. Off of Fist's foot and then off of Soderberg's chest, perhaps? Either way, it is another goal for Tokyo. They extend their lead to 3. That's a through ball for Sherwood to Maple, who shoots off of the post. Oh, Catalunya had a great chance to get one back immediately, and it was off of the post. Only a few more inches to the left, and that would have gone in. Järvinen to Rising. Rising stops, gives back to Järvinen. Beats Soderberg up the line, headed out by Rashford. Busquets will track it down, give it to Sherwood, over to Vins. Tries to beat Visser outside. Can't do it. Pass back to Sherwood. Back to Vins. Back to Okamoto. Gets to the net. How on earth? Vins to the it was a goal for Catalunya, but I don't know how. Sherwood back to Vins to Okamoto. Okamoto. Oh, wow. He has absolutely threaded the needle on that shot. Dobby Rube completely frozen. If Rube had moved his left leg to the left by an inch, it would have stopped the goal, but instead it is Okamoto who puts it in the smallest of gaps, who scores. Rises offside there. And as I said, it might be the dagger. Catalunya strikes back immediately. Let's see if they can get something else to it. Or, excuse me, get something else started here. Gonna have to go fast. Try to kick Tokyo while they're down. That turnover won't do it. Juliusson, great interception. Stains to Järvinen. To Rising. Bus gets through. Ball from Maple. Maple shoots and Rude makes the save. Maple was offside. Interesting. I didn't see that, but it was a difficult angle to see from. Tokyo now with their first attacking look since that Catalunya goal. Rashford through to Visser. Back to Rashford. Visser with it. Visser shoots. Gunnarsson picks up the dribbling shot. Nessie into Hayden. Hayden back to Nessie. Nessie to Aubuchon. To Shet to Soderberg. Kaido. Rashford. Soderberg again. Through ball to Nessie on the far side. Excellent cross. Rise on to target. But Gunnarsson is in the way and makes the save. Catalunya back on the attack now. Järvinen into Staines. Back to Busquets to Sherwood. To Finn's way over there unmarked. Puts in a cross for Maple, and it's just over. Great opportunity, but no fruit from the tree. Vinge runs into a wall, has his possession stripped from him. Aubuchon to Shet through to Rise over to Nessie, who waits. Back to Goat, over to Soderberg again. Shoved a bit by Okamoto. She won't appreciate that. Nessie through to Kaido. Kaido shoots, and that is a great save by Gunnarsson. Catalunya doesn't score here quick. That's going to be it, I do believe. So that's a throw for Tokyo. 10 minutes. Catalunya needs something here. Rising to Järvinen. Järvinen drives to the line on the far side. Back to Staines to Busquets. Up to Staines again, who shoots from distance, and it is not on target. Through ball to Rise. Offside. No, he is not. I saw the official's flag come up. I thought it was for offside. It was to indicate a corner. Versetti to Kaido to Rupp to Nessie. Nessie back to Versetti. They play a 1-2. Tokyo, I think, is just waiting for something to open. This could be it. Kaido to Rise, who shoots. Gunnarsson with another good save. Despite being down 4-2, Gunnarsson is doing quite well on the day. 12 saves. Finns just slowed down to let Rise take the ball there. Okamoto will grab it from Rashford. Rising Maple has maybe something. Versetti blocks on the slide. Oh, and Shinji Kaido. I took a drink right as Kaido got a very clear-cut chance. Kaido tried to chip Gunnarsson, It was the correct decision, but it was not accurate as as Kaido's chip bounced off of the bar. That counterattack from Catalunya had promise, but offside ruined it. And unless Catalunya can get a steal here and get a goal, the match is over in favor of Tokyo. Gunnarsson collects. Gonna need something here. And I don't think she's gonna get it. Rashford forward to Visser. Gunnarsson puts it out. Only a few moments left. Gunnarsson holds. Nessie having a very good game for Tokyo. Sure it would have been a great through ball, but it was read perfectly, intercepted. Vince gets it right back to Rising to Staines, who has a little bit of an opportunity, but just misses high and left. With 10 seconds in the match, that is going to do it. It is a 4-2 victory for your league leaders, Tokyo. They will jump to 22 points, pacing Hollywood. They will jump to a positive 17, gaining 1 goal difference over Hollywood. And Catalunya will now drop to 4th in the table. They will stay at 15 points. They will be at a positive 5. But Buenos Aires win today. It jumps them to 16 and a positive 3. So that will be that 1 point difference will be all it takes. Our final match of the day is going to be two squads here, London and Sao Paulo. London currently sitting bottom of the table, 2 points and a negative 9 goal difference. Sao Paulo from Dorian Lexington off of a free kick. No, it's not. He's offside. Oh, I thought we had early action there, but we did not, thanks to the offside call. But as I was saying, London, bottom of the table, 2 points, minus 9. Previous match was a 0-2 loss to Catalunya. Their leading goal scorer is Kay Clements, who wrought havoc upon Division 2 last season, but has struggled to get it going against Division 1 opponents. Pinkman forward to Jerry. Jerry shoots, and that's a goal for Jerry. Oh, that was incredible. We got to watch this again. That was, I don't know how Jerry did this. Pinkman played a 1-2 with Jerry. Lexington slid, popped the ball up. Jerry had reflexes faster than anything I've ever seen and got his foot back on the ball with enough velocity to get it past Rage's outstretched hands. And Jerry has a second. Almost immediately, Jerry strikes again, and it's a 2-0 lead for London with 27 minutes into the match. Fallen to floor, through into Pinkman. That was a cross to Pierre Hood. And Jerry just beat Rage at his near post. That was... Sao Paulo has their work cut out now. Clements, that is... Oh, this isn't good. And that's a red. That's a straight red for Nicholas Incline. Things have just gone from bad to horrific for Sao Paulo. An immediate 2-footed tackle off of the kickoff from that second goal. Sao Paulo picks up a red. 2 shots for London. Both have been on target. Both have been goals. No shots for Sao Paulo. That's a long shot from McGurk. It's high. And that will bring us to the half. It is 0.35 goal difference for, I can't speak. My apologies. 0.35 XG for Inter London, 2 goals off of it, and 0 for Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo is a hair lucky that their red-carded player was not the sole player in the midfield. We see a 4-3-3 narrow diamond from Inter London. Sao Paulo, I believe, was playing a 5-2-3 technically, with 2 wingbacks, 2 central mids, and then 3 attacking. They did lose one of their central mids, so it could have been one of their wingbacks or one of their defenders. That would have been much worse. We were already 69 minutes into this game, going by very quickly. Rage hoofs it clear, Yore. Forward to fall on the floor. He puts it across. Jerry went for the hat trick, but Rage got there first, and it's out for a corner. Now Jerry will put in the corner. Headed out by Yves Mathieu. Oh, Jerry mishandled the ball there. Sao Paulo able to clear, but they cleared it directly at Bob dives in a lot's head. So that won't do much. It'll be Rage clearing it back out. Millar forward to Yore, up to Pinkman, and Pinkman has a goal. That was just a great show. And that is where where Sao Paulo was hurt by that red. They were missing that central midfielder who could have provided some extra cover there. And Yore just sees Pinkman have a great run, puts a ball directly onto him. And he just splits the gap of Mayhem and Rage. Jerry now looking for his hat trick off of the free, but it won't get there. And he'll put in his corner instead. Yore chases it down after it misses people in the box. Dives in a lot to Millar, to McGurk, to Jerry. And now Jerry puts in a cross. Rage blocks it. Mayhem put it over. And now here we have an opportunity for Coffee Biscuit on Sao Paulo's side, but fall on the floor with a tackle. Shuts that down. And we are rapidly rolling through the seemingly closing moments of the match here. Sao Paulo's day is certainly done. I think it was done since that red card. Bismo Funyuns to put in the corner to try and salvage a goal at least from this. London ends up with it. And this is going to be just about it. Sao Paulo with an incredibly unlucky day, in my opinion. Just a miraculous opening goal there at that 24th minute for Inter London off of Jerry's foot. And then that immediate response goal by Jerry to pick up his second less than 3 minutes later. Morale was already low. And then Nicholas Inclán got angry, went in with that 2-footed tackle, and just sealed the fate of Sao Paulo. Morale was never going to recover from that, I'm afraid. That does bring us to the end of our matches today. We had a good idea of the table headed into the day, though we didn't have it finalized. Tokyo and Hollywood sit atop the table, a full 2 games ahead of Buenos Aires. Seem to be the front runners for the league title yet again. Tokyo 5 goal difference ahead of Hollywood. They are going to have another head-to-head match at some point, I do believe, and that very well could decide the league victor. Buenos Aires has a single point over Catalunya. Catalunya 7 points out of the lead. They would need Tokyo and Hollywood to drop 3 matches, so they are going to be praying for that. Right behind them, Athênai and Sao Paulo drawn at 10 points apiece. Sao Paulo with a very unlucky game today. Athênai just beaten by Hollywood by 1, so good showing truly for Athênai there. And then Inter-London and Seoul on 5 and 3 respectively. That was Inter-London's first win of the season. They are 5 points behind Sao Paulo, which means they are 5 points out of relegation currently. They would need to get 6 points or 5 and beat Sao Paulo in goal difference. And Seoul is sitting at the bottom of the table, a single win, minus 28 goal difference on 3 points. Seoul is just not having the best season, I'm afraid. But that will do it for me for my first cast of Division 1 so far this season. Been a very interesting match day. Torres hat trick, Sao Paulo red, and then just the flurry of scoring in the opening half of that Tokyo Catalunya game. Very exciting matches today. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And with that, I will see you for Division 2 Matchday 9 here in the upcoming day. Thank you for sticking around with me today. And I have been Laser. I will see you next time.